It's your girl, Queen Lisa, and I'm in the place to be, which is with you. Hi, my darlings. Welcome to my returning subscribers. Excuse me. If you do like the content that I share with you all today, please make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also, make sure you hit that notification bell so that you're notified each and every time I do upload. And without further ado, we're going to jump into this energy. Honey, these comments is like waving the white flag, throwing in the towel. I'm through. They say, are we grateful for the lesson? But we just gonna have to gonna part ways. I forgot I had put my I just changed my clothes and got clothes in this chair. I put my whatever. I don't care. Judge your mammy hoe. I don't give a damn. They feel you spiritually separating from them, and they can't stop it. They can't knock it. They can't jack it. They can't do nothing. And so at this point, they just like the best thing they can do is leave you alone. Ain't no beat. If you can't beat them, join them energy over here no more. They just like shit. The ass whoopers I'm gonna get behind bothering this person right here. Oh, I'm gonna let that go. We're gonna let that go. We're gonna let that go and let that flow, baby. Because I'm telling you, it's so serious out here with these karmics that they would rather throw in the tile than keep getting their ass beat off their backside spiritually behind messing with you. But irregardless to they surrendering, they still gonna pay the piper. They still gonna pay the price for their discrepancies, their transgressions, and all the other wrongdoing, seen and unseen, known and unknown to us. Because the Most High seen it all. He heard it all. He seen it all. He heard it all. He was right there front and center like this. Oh, that's what we're doing. We'll keep it up. God sent them much on his stats. Taking notes. Eating snacks. Because at this point, it was going to be a never-ending cycle, so they thought. That's how they was trying to implement this energy, that it would be an everlasting energy, that it would never subside, that it's going to keep pursuing you. It's going to keep trying to consume you and overtake you. And the way you live it was no way possible that was going to be an outcome for you. That's why everything is returning with the quickness, because it cannot apply, it cannot attach, it cannot tether itself to you, meaning this energy, because your fortress that you've built around yourself is impenetrable. And see, why they thought you was out here climbing right along with them, you was so busy behind the scenes like them trying to match their energy and meet them where they're at. You were doing the total opposite. You were totally ignoring them. In your mindset, they weren't doing shit, because what they was eating wasn't making you shit. And that was what was making them shit, because they're like, why is this person not responding? Why are they not reacting? Why is their life not falling apart? Why is it coming back on us? That's the whole thing. Because again, you got to understand the mind, the mental malfunction, dysfunction, and connect that these people are having, to where they feel like it is unjustified to receive any karma behind any of their quote unquote justified actions towards you, all because of their perception of you and how they were committed to causing your demise. They felt like they was righteous because they had a group. It was a group of them. So they took that thing, that the quote out of the Bible verse, out of the Bible, saying, where one or more are gathered in my presence, you feel what I'm saying, the Most High will reside. And so because of the gatherings and the congregating that was going on amongst them, they thought God was residing with them. But God don't bless no mess. Okay. And because they used God as a cover up, they thought God was going to shield them, whether it was left, right, wrong, or crooked. Again, misinterpreting the word of the Lord, and want to misapply the word of the Lord to their wrongdoings. It ain't happening, Captain. That's when the Most High said, we're going to take this record out of goddamn circulation. We're going to break that record and we through with that. We ain't gonna keep mulling over this and keep recycling this energy because it's not going anywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's just like when you try to snuff out a candle and you put the top on top of the candle, and then the cutoff of the circulation of the air that keeps the fire going, you cut that circulation off, you smut it out, and where does the smoke go? It resolves in the container where the fucking candle is at until you take off the damn top, and then the smoke comes out, or it will seep out of the crevices around the lid. Correct? That's what is being applied, and that's how things are being applied to this energy. It's like, even though they snuffed out their actions, meaning they stopped with all this cap and they rap, they stopped trying to harass you on all levels and things like that. They thought because when they decided enough was enough, it was going to be enough and things were going to rectify itself within their environment. No, ma'am, never, ever would it ever happen. So because that's the reality that they are forced into at this moment, that's why everybody just saying, just give up, give up, give up, put your hands up, everybody, hands up, hands up. Yeah, because at the end of the day, they have no more fight left in them. They can't do nothing to you. That's the reality. They just smack the damn dog shit out their ass. It's nothing they can do to you. It's nothing they can do to you anymore. And it's getting ready to resolve in a lot of instant deaths. If they don't stop, it's going to stop from the spiritual ass whoopings, and it's going to be a lot of heads that's going to get cold because it's been accepted by the Most High and the high heavens that these people are refusing to receive their punishment or the consequences for their actions. So God ain't finna chase these people around to give them what they have, give them back what they have put now. He's just going to take them on up out of here. God has removed the thought of you, the memory of you from these people. They in regret, and they're going to have to stay in regret. They ain't going to be able to think about the times. Do you remember the times that they had with you, good, bad, or indifferent, real or fake? Just like I'm saying here like that right now, that's how they mind, it goes blank. Every time it go to you, it go blank. They can't even think of any plans. They can't even conjure up against you anymore, because when they think about you too hard, God just snatched the thought of you out of their mind. Ooh, thank you. You like my brows. Ooh, thank you. But, and who is that? Nay, nay. Yes, girl. Yes. But, yeah, forget these people for real. They're talking about, I love you unconditionally. The timing just wasn't right for us. No, no, and no. That's a hell fucking no, because that's a mother freaking lie. Because they knew what they was doing all the while. They just never planned on you putting all the pieces to the puzzle. They knew you knew a little bit of this and a little bit of that, but they never thought you was gonna knit that patty wrap, roll that bitch up into a patty, put that bitch on the grill, and grill it up and feed it to the motherfucking dogs. Because you won't finna eat that beef, because that was a one-sided beef. So we don't eat spoiled milk, and we don't cry over spoiled milk. We don't eat spoiled meat over this bitch. We feed that shit to the savages. You feel what I'm saying? To the animals. We really don't want animals eating that shit, but we ain't. You feel me? Come out. And this is a person who made a deal to come against you in the name of love, because they're saying they left when they saw you with somebody else. They wish they could take back what they did to you, because again, it enraged them when they seen you was, because that person was blocking them from attacking you, whether you or that person knew. And so because of that, they amped up on your ass. Now they can feel you, but what they feeling isn't your energy, is the karma. It's the backlash of what they did to you. It ain't you. So they're trying to place karma on you, as that's your energy that you're putting out, and trying to say that, oh, you see the energy I'm getting back off of trying to incite this person. They're doing magic. It's not magic, it's karma. They didn't know how hard it would be to let you go. I'm becoming a better person. Now everybody want to be the bigger person. Everybody want to be the better person. Everybody want to be the best version of themselves. Now that fucking people are being sentenced physically or spiritually, and or both. You feel what I'm saying? Now everybody want to do right, make right, get it right, get it tight, cross all their goddamn on T's and dot their motherfucking I's. It's a wrap, especially when it comes to you. They have missed out on that opportunity to rectify their wrongs, their transgressions towards you, and now they're gonna pay the price for you. Whether that overrides whatever the fuck karma they got coming towards them from everybody else, or it may not even be override. It's just yours is so much that they rather have the latter. You feel what I'm saying? They rather have the less potent karma now and save yours for later. What it matter where they get it now or later, it's still gonna take their ass up out of here. So right now they're trying to rearrange the order in which they're receiving their karma, and they can't. They can't. You're gonna get it how you live. You're gonna get it how you gave it. You feel me? Now they're looking for you and everybody else because what you tried to pour into and they rejected and stomped that shit out and desecrated that shit. Now they're looking for that in other people because they can't come back and get it from you because they already done damn ruined it. You feel what I'm saying? The bridge is burnt. It's over. You feel me? So they can't ever come back and get it from you, but they're trying to seek out other sources to get it from to try to rectify what they to you, and they're failing at that horribly because you can't rectify your wrongs through someone else. You feel what I'm saying? You have to rectify those wrongs with the person who you transgressed upon. Period. That's how that works. You make right with people who you have done wrong. Whoever you are, Steve, you better act like you know. And if you don't know, you better go do some research, baby, because I am certified. I have degrees to do what I'm doing. I'm well solidified in the word of the Lord and who the Most High is. Being tapped in since I was 7. So before you go passing judgment on who and what I am and what divination tools I choose to use to get the Lord's message out, you can kiss my grits. You hear me? On your way out the door. Because you weren't invited in here. This ain't for you. That's why you can't receive it. Because your ears and your spirit aren't attuned to receive these type of divine messages from the Most High. So go crawl back to your religion, aka the real witchcraft, and keep on indoctrinating yourself and others into your false ass religion. Because what I'm doing is not false. You know what I'm saying? Religion replaced what I'm doing. This was the original way people prophesied back in the day. So you can't convince me to go from the origins to the false side. I don't reside on that side of town. You feel what I'm saying? So take yourself back over to the shadow side of town where you belong and keep on misleading God's people and receive your punishment over there on your side of town. Don't come over here spewing that damn negativity over here with me because I'm stepping on your toes. Just say that. It is the origin. And if it's not the origin for you, then you're not my tribe. You're not meant to be here. This is not for you. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the ones who did originate from this. And this is their cultural background, their history of how their tribe connected to the Most High. See, that's where y'all get shit messed up. You think God presents himself in the same way to everyone else. But what you're using to say that and solidify that and stand on that came from the very people who colonized us. So go read a book, do your research, and get out of my live trying to distract me from the message that God has for the Most High. And that's why you in fucking war right now, because you using a fake colonized book. That Bible that you reading don't even have all the Bibles, have all the books that was in the Bible. Yeah, now you want to talk about the Ethiopian Bible. How you gonna be a Hebrew Israelite and reading the Ethiopian Bible? Them two don't even go together. So what you talking about? Yeah. Anyway, this person that's coming back trying to goddamn gonna cry with they crying ass talking about crying out for me type ass energy. This is who we're talking to. And clearly one of his motherfucking people is in the fucking chat because they trying to defend this motherfucker. And I don't even understand why this person is talking. Because at the end of the day, this is the only reason why they trying to use religion to distract, because we stepping on their people toes. We talking about their people. We talking about their kind. Okay. And who said I didn't know that? I just said, how you going to sit here and put two separate things together as one to justify what you're saying? Hebrew Israelites in the Ethiopian Bible do not coincide together. Fool. Shit, you want to talk to somebody who got a master's degree in this subject? Please go read a book. I'm working on my doctorate degree right now. You need to go talk to somebody else who don't know what they talking about and what they're doing. Okay? Because last time I checked, I was on the International Board of Ministry. Credentials came from the University of Sedona. Go clock somebody else's teeth, not mine. I'm certified in what I'm doing. You can't tell me nothing. You can't move me. Because I'm not partaking in something that is, again, idolization. That's what religion is. Just like the Bloods and Crips is the gangs of the street, all these religions is gangs. And everybody weaponizing God to their benefit, to say why they gang is better than the next religious gang. So get your gang banging ass up out of here with that religious talk and go find yourself. That's what you do. Don't come talking to me. I mean, it shouldn't matter where I get my cars from. You still here. You still here. No, I'm not acting like I'm God. I'm acting like I know who. No, I'm not acting like I'm God. I'm acting like I know what God created me. So clearly, we're not serving the same God. Okay? So you going back over there to your master and to your people, and you keep leading your people straight to hell and leave mine alone. We don't need no help over here. We letting the Most High, the true Most High, order our steps over here. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not a human. Again, you're misinformed. I'm not a human. You feel what I'm saying? I know who I am. You don't. That's why you in here misspeaking, because you're trying to figure it out. I'm not here for you to figure me out. I know we not of the same cloth and we not from the same tribe by how you sitting up in here trying to bash me. So within that, at any time you can excuse yourself. You can excuse yourself whenever you're ready. Because at this point, you suffering your own yourself because you sitting up in here listening to something that you clearly disagree with. I don't do that. I don't do that. That's not in my mental capacity of me that don't benefit me. And you trying to, again, you still trying to talk about I pray to demons, but you talking about I pray to Jesus, aka Zeus, bitch. So you still praying to the demons. Don't even know who you praying to up in here, calling God out his name. That ain't even God's name. You're still calling on the goddamn prince of this world. So when you get yourself together and you call the true Most High by his true name, and you know who he is, then you come and have a conversation with me. But as long as you are indoctrinated up into Satan's religion, we can't talk. We don't got nothing to talk about. We don't got nothing to talk about. You can't come to me with that indoctrinated, quote unquote, fake ass knowledge, because you know not what you're speaking of. I'm a witch and a warlock. You can't be both. You can only be one or the other. Get your simple-minded self somewhere and have a seat. Sit down somewhere before you come up in my chosen people. You just mad because you ain't got it within you. You got to wake up and put that shit on. I wake up with that shit already within me. We different. We different. So go find you somebody else to argue with. Go find you somebody else to try to press. You feel me? Go find you somebody else to try to get some energy out of, because you ain't getting nothing over here. You can't shut me down and you can't shut me up. You can't you can't tell me who I am and who I ain't. Who the fuck are you? You don't even know me. You don't know me from nothing. Everybody got opinions just like everybody got assholes. The fuck? But back to this damn asshole on this table here. They want to tell you how they feel because they know they can't tell anyone else, because you're the only one that's going to understand what they're going through, because they did it to you and you saw right through them. You seen their claim to fame. You seen their aim. You seen where they was coming from. You seen their true intent behind the spiritual warfare they tried to wage on you. They thought that you didn't know about the contracts that they signed behind your back. You feel what I'm saying? They didn't know that you knew the part they played behind your back. They just thought that you took them for what they brought to you at face value. Nah. And you told them I couldn't let you get close to me. I just couldn't. Not knowing what I know. And I couldn't. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm hearing. I can't. And I couldn't allow a motherfucker like this to come in and intervene in my life just for pure destruction. You coming in just to destroy me. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Yeah, I'm starting to understand our connection. I'm afraid to contact you. Yeah, now that they're getting this spiritual ass, they realize why you were placed in their life and what they're supposed to do with you, and they realize that they fumbled you. They realize they made the wrong choice by going against you with whoever behind your back, making these deals behind your back for the love of money to destroy God's chosen person. You feel what I'm saying? Now they understand what it was all about and what they were supposed to do. But again, it's too late. They chose wrong in the beginning. I keep trying to tell people all the time, you don't have a second chance to get it right all the time. You don't. And these are one of the instances where a second chance will not be allowed or allotted to this person to get it right with you because they chose wrong from the beginning. The love of money was more enticing than the love of God, the favor and the overflow and the abundance and the mercy and the grace that the Most High could have poured into this person by doing right by you. They put that on the chopping block when they made that deal with the prince of this world behind your back to have evil and ill intent towards you. My life is not together as it seems. We know that. We see that. We see that people's lives ain't together and it's falling in shambles and they doing whatever it takes to, you know what I'm saying, get through this situation without being accountable. It's all in the name of avoiding accountability. You feel what I'm saying? And they're only coming back to you again to avoid accountability, to lessen their karma. That's why, I'm sorry, y'all. That's why they crying out for help and I need this and I need that. And they so much all of a sudden got the understanding. You being had the understanding. You just didn't believe that they was going to reap what they sown when it came to you. Right, Christina, and that's exactly what you need to do, because again, that is a form of bullying and harassing, manipulation, and all of that was against the fucking law. You can't rise up against and come up against a person because you have insecurities and unfilled voids within yourself. You want to take that out on other people and cause detriment to people's character, to their life, to their mental state, emotional state, and or physical state. You cannot do that. That is against the law. That is against people's human rights. That's a human right violation. No matter who you are and what status you hold, you cannot do this to other people. Period. And that's the harsh reality that everybody is receiving or coming to, that partakes in this type of behavior. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what they do. They gang up on people. That's why they be on that gang shit. We jumping motherfuckers because they weak individually. They even weak together. Because even though they may have, quote unquote, seen their plan through, they still receive consequences for the shit. So they fully avoid the shit. They only made it worse because they put themselves in an incriminating situation to be documented and for shit to be put in order as evidence for their crimes that they committed against you. So that's why all this, you see me debating down here in the comments with the motherfucking haters. Y'all putting y'all how y'all resonating with this, you know what I'm saying, in the comments and things like that. So you can't say I'm lying. You feel what I'm saying? You see it playing out in the lives. You feel what I'm saying? In the comment section. You feel me? So you know what I'm saying is to be true. It's just all about how it applies to your situation. But they do. Yeah, Christina. If you want to talk to me, baby, go to Queen Lisa Boutique on Instagram and send me a inbox, baby, and we can get on into it. Okay, we can get in a little deeper to your situation. Just go over to Instagram and look up Queen Lisa Boutique. Gonna be a beautiful black queen sitting in the crisscross applesauce. She gonna be like this with her chakras aligned. And that's gonna be me. And then I'll also, you'll see my beautiful face on my profile. You know it's me. And you can send me an inbox and we can continue this conversation, baby. But they keep themselves busy to stay distracted from you, because again, the more it was like, it was okay when they was playing in your face, but now they're not trying to play with you and they trying to rectify or right their wrongs or avoid the shit or whatever the fuck they're trying to do to get the heat off their ass. They try to keep busy, but they can't avoid you mentally, emotionally. They might be avoiding you physically. There might be no physical contact, but that mental and that spiritual energy that's going back and forth between you and them, or how spiritual warfare is being waged on you, they're being taunted and haunted by your ass. They can't handle that, so they try to keep themselves busy so they might don't have free time to roam or think their thoughts for you to come in and haunt them mentally and emotionally and on a soulful level. So they try to keep themselves busy to avoid it, but it's creeping up their ass crack while they doing this busy work. You feel me? And they're seeing that and they saying, okay, now it's time for me to heal, because me remaining in this energy only making shit worse. I'm not avoiding none of this karma. Ain't nothing that I'm doing working, helping me evade this shit. So the only way I can face this shit and it not take me out as my intentions were to others that I did this shit to, I'm going to have to get right with the Most High. And that's it. And that's it. And that's all. They stay up like you constantly on their mind. They can't rest because of you. And it will be no rest for the wicked. Point blank and period. So what these people are saying and trying to do is null and void. They can let it go like they're doing and surrender like they're doing. Because it says in the good book that the Most High will allow you to hold on to things so long to the point where it causes you such detriment, such hurt, and such pain to the point where it's between life or death. If the longer you hold on to this, the further and further you are putting your foot, leg, arm, and about to put your whole body down in the grave because you don't want to let something go. I got your message, Christina. That was you. I see you, girl. I got you. So, yeah. And they talking about you were the best thing in their life. Finding out the truth crushed me. Yeah, finding out the truth that they were wrong for agreeing to transgress against you. That's the reality. That's the truth that's crushing them, that they was dead ass wrong for doing this to you for no reason. Just because somebody paid them to do that shit. Or because the crowd was doing it. Everybody they was clicked up with was on that shit and they didn't want to seem like the oddball out. So they just joined in. You feel what I'm saying? For fun. Like this was some fun shit to do. Like this was some shit to do. Like, get the fuck. My grandma always told me too, Christina, a motherfucker gonna always accuse you of doing what you're not doing because they doing that shit. Motherfucker gonna hound and harass your ass because they want to make sure that y'all ain't spinning the same block at the same fucking time and you catch this motherfucker mid-action, red-handed, doing some shit you already know they doing. So that's why they always arguing and keeping this toxic communication going so they can avoid you in public. You feel what I'm saying? They know what they doing. They know what they doing. And this is what you going through, Christina. I went through this with my twins' father. He tried to put me in the same type of competition. He had the same type of mama that enabled his stupid ass fucking behavior. They enabled this motherfucking old ass wench that he tried to put me in competition with and try to use my children as pawn between the competition that he created between me and the new girl and the competition he created between me and his mama. He just always had to have a battle between everybody. Nobody could peacefully coexist. Nobody can have a peaceful relationship between him, the family, or nothing. It was no peaceful relationships in this man's life. So when I realized this man ain't had no peace around him at all, even when it came to his own mother, I knew I didn't stand no chance. So I just moved on and got the fuck on out the way. And with the collective doing that and letting these people fall as they may, ball hard, fall even harder, this is the only reaction. This is the only reality that they was going to face at the end of the fucking day. Because they the only ones left standing. They the only ones left standing behind all this bullshit that they started up. So, of course, it would be only right for them to clean up the mess that they fucking made. I mean, what are we talking about here? Why would anybody? This is like you sitting in public and you walk by an outside cafe and you see two people arguing, and next thing you know, the whole goddamn table go up in there and come back down, and all the food and everything displaced all over the floor and on the ground. And your simple mind as hell walking by, just all of a sudden turn into the maid or butler or some shit and start cleaning up somebody else's fucking mess. Who does that? They ain't got shit to do with me. No. Yeah, I know that I crossed the line with you. Just being near you is intoxicating. Again, the same energy that they had you in when you was around them is the same energy that they are experiencing now when they come around you. Now they know how they really made you fucking feel. They're really feeling the pressure behind their actions, because now they're the ones in their feelings and down and out and distraught and all this other shit that they cause to everyone else around them. That's why they can't be around people no more that they used to be around and brag about how they was doing so dirty and this and this and that. This is why they can't be around people no more. Because they looking like what they're being through, or they looking like what they have done unto others. What they was looking, the energy they was projecting and putting off on others is wearing they ass out, and it don't look good on them the same way it didn't look good on you. And they want somebody to cover them. Not when you left everybody outside ass the fuck naked. When you was doing it, I know you ain't think nobody finna come and cover you. Boy, you motherfuckers bold in a bitch now. They bold as hell now. They want to get everything that they deprived you of and other people of when they had them in the same energy. But they want everything that they made sure you didn't have when they was putting you through it. They want it now that they going through it. Bitch, if you don't get off my motherfucking table, I'm finna put this dick down, because whoever we talking about is pissing me smooth off. Do you hear me? I don't like people like this. I don't like people like this. They only want to come back and apologize and ask for forgiveness and all this and that and the third after everybody done healed from the suffering and heartache and pain that they done caused, and now it's their turn. And it's just too much pressure. It's too much. I can't handle it. Oh, she got. Now they want some saving. Bitch, you don't want to be saved. You just want to be saved because your ass got caught. Because I promise you, they never would have got caught if it never would have got to this point with you or anyone else. They wouldn't be asking for no covering. They wouldn't be asking for none of the shit that they out here crying out on this table for right now. If they weren't going through this spiritual warfare that they waged on everybody else. If they actually got the end result that they was looking for, we wouldn't be having this reading right now. We would be talking about something the fuck else. And they talking about they left you before you could leave them. No, that's that one-up mentality. That's that fucked up mentality that they had, that it was dwelling in for so long that now it's consuming them and they can't get out of it. And they want to come back to the very motherfuckers who they hurt with their energy to save them. I can't get over this shit. I can't. I don't react when people mention you because they don't want people to see how bad you have them shaken down to their core. They don't want other people to see how bad that your exit broke them down. Your cutoff game should be studied because you shake people to their core. It's like when you leave, you take they whole all spark. You keep the nasty ass heart, bitch. Let me take your soul, bitch. Since you thought you was going to snatch mine, you was going to distort mine, you was going to destroy mine, you was going to turn my goodness bad. Let me show you how that feels. Let me yip that shit out your motherfucking ass so you can see how I feel for a motherfucker to pull on your energy that hard or pull on your energy in that way. And then just say, I'm not going to give it back, bitch. I'm going to take your shit and I ain't going to give it back. I don't give a fuck how bad you holler, hurt, scream, cry. I ain't giving it back. I'm going to rip it up in front of your face. I'm going to tear it up, or I'm going to give it to somebody else right in front of your fucking face type shit. And now that they got all this egg on their face in front of everybody and everybody watching them and everybody seeing how they motherfucking so fucked up out here in these fucking streets, that they want the very fucking person who they hurt to come and cover them so nobody won't see them break down. Let them break. Let them crumble. Let them dissipate. Let them dry up. Don't nobody give a damn. Yeah, I wish I could share my good news with you. They ain't got none. They don't have none. I want to be more than friends. I hide behind material things. They don't want none of this shit. They just saying it because it sounds good. Because at the end of the day, you're the only one who really gave a fuck about them. And they're realizing that that's why they want to bring this shit back to you, because they can't bring it to the people who they've been running with, because everybody is still running in that same energy. So they wouldn't get the same understanding. They wouldn't get the same response from these people who they've been chasing to be accepted by, or doing all this people pleasing for. They know that these people gonna look at them like they plumb the fuck ass crazy and don't know what the fuck they talking about, because they don't. Because they handling their karma however they handling the shit, and this motherfucker's a weak asshole, and it's just taking their ass out. And they're seeing they were not built for some shit they've been chasing all their fucking life, and they're seeing the detriment that they brought upon themselves by chasing this particular culture, this particular lifestyle, and inflicting this fucking hurt and pain amongst the collective. They're seeing how they was not built for that shit. They was not meant for that shit. They was not supposed to be doing that shit, because they getting their ass whooped the worst out of all. Because again, they are a fallen soldier. Majority of these karmics are fallen soldiers, fallen angels. They have fallen from fucking grace, didn't know how to get their foot back up, and they let that dirt on that ground take them for a ride around town. And they couldn't shake that dust off. They couldn't wash that shit off. It stank they motherfucking ass. And you was the ultimate cleaner to get all the stains out. And they wanted to destroy you. That made no sense at all. Why would you want to destroy the very thing that had the ability to clean up the fucking mess that you made? What is we talking about? Sorry, y'all. I ain't want to spit on camera, child. But yeah. And see, they hide around materialistic things because, again, it helped people from seeing their weakness, to see how they really was not built for this shit that they was bigging themselves up to be. They didn't want people to see their true genuineness, their true authenticity. They didn't want to be the real true version of themselves, because they know they wouldn't be accepted by the people who they chose to run with, because they chose a lifestyle, or they chose to take up a culture that was not for them. So they already knew that the people in the crowd that they were running with, they weren't supposed to be with either. And when they met someone of their own kind, they were already too deep off in that shit. So they had to keep that shit up with you too. They were so afraid to be real with a real motherfucker, because they ain't been around a real motherfucker in so long, that they looked at you like a up. Like they felt like if they let you in, that you was going to turn them into a sucker or a simp in the eyes of the people who they trying to gain approval from. And they couldn't have that shit. So that's why they had to treat you like the motherfucking rest. But you was the one who brought that bitch down to reality, to let the motherfucker know, hey, this ain't for you. And you're going to keep holding on to this shit until your head get cold. That's on you. But what you doing is not for you. You need to cut it out. You need to cut it. And they looking at you like, who the fuck is you to come and tell me what I need to stop doing and what I need to cut out and what I need to get? Who are you? Who are you? Just like this motherfucker down here in the comments. Who are you? You're a witch. You're a warlock. How the fuck can I be a witch and a warlock at the same fucking time? Them is two different people that do two different things. Like, this motherfucker trying to, again, put polar opposites in the same category, and it just don't work. That's, again, you shut people up with proper information. You feel what I'm saying? That's probably why that person in the comments came over here, to get properly educated on some shit he didn't know fully about. So instead of just saying, saying that, they go and say some shit like that. So then the way you say it, they act like, oh, they couldn't receive it because it was just such a negative output. You said it so negatively. But again, I just gave it to them the same way they was giving it to me. You feel me? So that's what's happening to this person. The same shit that they put out is what's being given back to them. No matter the circumstances, no matter if they knew what they were doing, why they was doing it or not. And that's why it's worse, because they did know. And they want you to save them from their punishment, because they chose blissful ignorance. They chose to ignore their calling. They chose to ignore who they were. They chose to ignore putting in the work and doing what they needed to do to properly evolve into the person that the Most High has created them to be, and they chose this lifestyle. So don't feel bad. Don't feel like you obligated to do a motherfucking thing. You ain't obligated to do shit but live, learn, and die. You feel what I'm saying? You don't got to fucking take people back and give people second chances after they done figured the shit out a little too late. You already 50 to 100 miles down the motherfucking road, and this motherfucker just getting to the 50-mile mark or coming up on the 100-mile mark. And you know, I'm not hitting the repeat button for you. I'm not replaying this shit. I'm not re-going through shit. I'm not relearning shit because you took too long. No, that's between you and the Most High. You need to ask God to send you a replacement. Because my job is through. My responsibility to you is through. I showed up when I was supposed to show up based upon the timeline that I agreed to in my contract when I came back down here. You missed it. So you gonna have to see if the Most High got any spares to spare to give you a second chance to get it right. That's why you shouldn't take advantage of the opportunities that come your way, because you never know how detrimental that they are or how important that they are until you fuck it up. So people need to get in the mindset of stop fucking up their chances from the get-go and do right from the get-go. And we can avoid this repeat ass energy. Because that's all this is. Karma's learning a motherfucking lesson that you can't, that karmic shit ain't gonna work when you have been chosen to be the opposite. When you have been chosen for greater and you choose the latter, you're gonna pay for that. You gonna pay for that. So what the fuck? That's why they're looking for you everywhere. Because they're paying the motherfucking price that they won't expecting to pay. It's like when you go to the register and you see everything was on fucking sale and they charging you full price for everything that you picked up off the clearance rate. You like, bitch, did you forget to update the damn barcode? Because this shit, all this shit came off the clearance rate. That's why sometimes it ain't no good to shop on the damn clearance rate, because you pick up shit like that. You feel me? Or the quality of what you have picked up did not meet your expectations until after you bought the shit. That's why you got to fully investigate, fully review the product before you purchase it, so you can catch any flaws or whatever the fuck the case may be before you spend money, time, energy, effort, whatever the fuck. You feel what I'm saying? And this person didn't think about none of that, but you did. That's why you got up out of there and moved on. And then like, hey, where you going? Nobody told you could go nowhere. I did. The Lord did. The Lord said get up out of there, and I got the skedaddling. I scooted and booted on your ass. And you mad because I listened to the Most High over you? Oh, well, you gonna forever be mad. You gonna be mad forever. Yeah, you gonna always be mad when you come to me, because I ain't gonna never choose man over God now. Hell no. It ain't that much entertainment or fun on the dark side for me to just be blissfully ignorant in this category. It never worked out for me. I tried it. It didn't work. I got beat up so motherfucking bad. I was, God, I almost had to look around to make sure God himself did not come down in that motherfucking room, honey. Because I mean, I would get bounced off the walls, head between the goddamn dresser and the wall, washing, dry, between the front door, my head being slammed between the front door like that right there. Like, do you? Because it's just like, you feel me? It's crazy out here in these streets. What I'm trying to tell you, you better take advantage of the opportunity when the opportunity presents itself, and stop thinking shit gonna come back around, because it ain't. Yeah, I'm still waiting for a sign for you. I'm not available. I want you. So again, that you see the mind games that they're playing. They don't want you. They're not available to commit. They ain't gonna commit you. They don't want you. They just want to control you. They just want a sign of weakness from you. That's what they're looking for you to throw up that sign of weakness and say, hey, I'm available to be toyed with. I'm available to be played with. I got some time to entertain some fuck shit. Come on over. Come on in the room. And you ain't doing none of it. They confused, like, what the fuck is happening? What is going on? Yeah, I want you. I know I was a distraction from your pain. See, yeah, they know the part that they played in your life, and they trying to play on that. They know that there was just simply a distraction for you, a placeholder, a person to pass time with. They knew you was not taking them as serious as they wanted you to, or they needed you to. That, and they realized that now. That's why none of their spell work worked, because you was always you was the master. You was the grandmaster at all the games that was being played towards you. You mastered them shits. And with mastering it, they're realizing why they game and they tricks and they tactics and their ways did not work on you. Because you always knew. You always fucking knew. You just tolerated this shit and went through shit because it was distracting you from the real shit that you was going through. So you rather put attention on some bullshit to get you off the real shit you was going through, because the real shit was the shit that was really overwhelming and overtaking you and putting you in the point where you felt like you couldn't go no further. So you needed a break from handling business. So you step out for a distraction and you get more bullshit with the distraction that you was trying to entertain, to get some type of mental break from the detrimental shit that you was already going through. See, they didn't know that you was fighting breaking generational curses, and you didn't and daddling with your family, going through it on levels they could never even understand or comprehend, because they so surface level. Everything is just sex based, everything's addiction based. They all on that street shit, and you with your good sense having ass already knew none of that shit was of importance. So you already knew the level in which you was going to go with this person. You already had the dead end waiting at the end. You feel what I'm saying? You already had your stopping point already designated before you even got on the ride. You already knew how far you was going to go with this person. They didn't like that. That's why all the coercion and perversion and all the other things that they were doing to you to try to make you did not work, because you was already solidified in your answer. You already knew what you was doing before you initiated this shit with this person, and God was walking you through it all the while. That's why you was learning from these motherfuckers, and what they were doing. They weren't able to take you out, poison you, kidnap you. None of the hitmen was ever was able to successfully take you out. None of that. You feel what I'm saying? None of it went through because God was guiding you through. You went through that shit for entertainment, but it actually was a lesson. It was a lesson, and you learned from everything you went through before you allowed it to consume you. You learned from it. You've been a master alchemist all your life, but you have tapped in and honed in and sharpened that skill throughout your life with the things that you entertain. And that's why you learned, and you is the king or queen of this game running shit. Game cannot be ran on you, because you already know. You pick and choose who you play these type of games with to begin with. You know who could overtake your ass with this shit, and you know who you can play with. So that's where they're at a lose from the beginning, because you know your limits and you know how powerful you are. So you pick and choose the bullshit you choose to entertain, knowing that you can overcome this and knowing that it's a way out before you get yourself up into it. They don't think about that. They only think about a way in. They ain't figuring out how to get the fuck out. They ain't like you planning. When you entertain bullshit, you have a different mind frame. You have an itinerary. You feel me? You have an itinerary already played out on how you're going to get what you can out of them before they can get what they can out of you. And you always end up taking a lot more from these people than they're taking from you, because you're God's chosen one. You got divine knowledge in your head. So you know how far to take it before it gets detrimental to you on a spiritual level. You never let things get to you on the spiritual level, because that's when you know vulnerability can put you in a situation to where you would be overtaken by a demon. So you don't play with them type of demons. You don't play with demons at all. You slay them. Even when you doing shit for entertainment purposes, you don't entertain demons. You feel what I'm saying? Once the demon has revealed itself to you, it's out the door. You got to go. And your creative ways of how you displace these people and how you get them the fuck on out your face, it just be wild. You feel what I'm saying? It's crazy, because instead of getting all right, well, fuck it then, I'm gone. Baby, please. You feel me? Your cutoff make people beg for you back. Make people beg for your attention back. Make you unforgettable. Make people try to look for you in other people. Like, you are such a star seed that you make such a big impression on people that they never forget about you. Even if they try. That's why everybody always coming back with the thought and the memory of you in their forefront, because they could not get over the effect you had over them. Because at the end of the day, same way you realize you was dealing with a demon, they realized they was dealing with a true God in human and flesh form. Just like you recognize demons, demon recognizes God's children. So don't ever let nobody forget that. And that's why you should never let a demon spin the block. That's why you slay them motherfuckers. And People may say, oh, you pay the food, the food, the food. We ain't doing that shit no more. The time frame for paying the food is over with. Now, it ain't no more games to be played. Ain't no more play in GA. Like Pastor Troy said, we ready. We ready. Now we giving it up by the motherfucking pound, and bitches don't know how to handle that shit. Hey, you can't come play over here like that. You violating, and it's instant consequences for the violations that you're trying to incur. They want to feel how you used to make them feel again. They left when they saw you with somebody else because again they thought they had you. They thought they had you, and you ain't. And your phone never dries. It's only dry by choice, not by force. Ain't shit nobody can ever do to keep a motherfucker off your motherfucking line, baby. Know that. You got all the motion in the motherfucking ocean. Okay, no matter what body parts you got, everybody wants you. From the fucking rooter to the tutor, from the grandparents down to the little knee-high babies. Everybody want it. Everybody wants you. Everybody want a piece of you. Everybody want a sip of your energy. So it was never that you was not wanted, that you wasn't attracted, you wasn't alluring. It was never none of that shit they ever told you. It was just the opposite. But they ain't want to big your head up. They ain't want to let you know the power that they recognize within you. They just thought they was playing the food too, but they got food out of you. They got food out of their position they were trying to obtain within you because they wasn't paying attention. They wasn't paying attention. And every opportunity that they had to keep it real with you, they refused to do that shit. And so that's why they in this fool up ass situation and position. Because they didn't know when to be serious. They kept up with that fake shit. They never took a time to keep it real with themselves and the Lord. Just between them and the Lord. That was the only real relationship that they had, or real connection they had in their life. They still never chose to have that one solid connection. They always was out to get any and everybody, no matter who it was, whatever position you played, it don't matter. You feel me? It don't matter. I wish I could take back my words. Yeah, see, they realized they spoke too fast because they was going off of the information that they were given about you. These people didn't do their research. They took the job without looking up the company. They took the job without doing their damn research to figure out who and what they were up against. They just seen the money and said the money will fix it all. The money will bring it all full circle. I ain't got shit to worry about, but just weigh this situation out, play this situation out, and it's just gonna fall into my hand because they believed what was said about you. That's why they perceived you like that. They treated you like that. They never gave you a fighting chance from the jump because they was told not to. They was quote unquote told how to play you and how to run over you and shit like that, when the motherfuckers who were giving out this information didn't even know how to do that shit themselves because they had no access to you. That's why they was out here soliciting motherfuckers to take the job because they couldn't get the job done. So how the fuck you gonna take on a job that someone else couldn't get the job done and believe the instructions that they have left for you to get the job done? How somebody gonna tell you how to do something that they have failed to do themselves? That's all I'm saying. Do your own research and ask these type of questions of why people is soliciting outside help to take out a motherfucker. And you'll realize that that ain't your position to fucking play, and that ain't nothing that you need to be fucking doing. Because if they can't get the job done and it's that detrimental to them, and because when you start doing your research of why a motherfucker is hiring people to take out someone else that they can't get to, is because they ass is hanging on by a fucking thread because they didn't got the damn snots and damn shit, everything knocked out their motherfucking ass. They ain't got shit left to play the game no more. So they got the high end stunt doubles and shit to get the job done. So think about that. When a person is asking you to put a lot on the line, meaning your life, your soul, your spirit, your mind, your intellect, I mean, just everything. They're saying we need all of you to get this job done. We can't do it with part of you because you can't never break character. So you got to be all in, but you got to be all in with this type of energy. You can never let this type of energy change up. You see what I'm saying? So that's why they ghost you a lot, because they can't keep up the facade. The mask keeps slipping because they keep falling for you. Everybody who they send to rise up against you and to attack you end up falling for you. That's why it's always it's everybody always ghosting you. Because they end up falling for the real, true, authentic version of you because you never kept it fake. You always kept it fucking real at all times. And these people, They get confused too easily. You can easily fool a fake ass motherfucker. And so before they allowed you to get to them like that, they would just rather ghost you and keep you and themselves at a distance, so they wouldn't have to fight that fight. If that makes sense. So they wouldn't have to explain to the coven why they fell for you. You feel what I'm saying? That's their defense mechanism, to keep you at a distance, so they ain't got to explain why they fell in love with the motherfucker who they was finna take out. Yeah, I feel you, even though we are apart. Exactly, because your energy is life changing. Your energy makes people want to change who they are as a person. You make people check their characters when they run up against you. Yeah, I'm becoming a better person. I didn't know how hard it was to let you go. Exactly, because they was so hyped up on the negative energy that was poured into them about you, that they never took you serious. Even when you prophesied over them, you prayed for them, you gave them spiritual advice, you told them all the things that they wish the people who they wanted to tell them didn't tell them, and you told them, and because of what they were told about you, they rejected the information. Now they want to sit back and replay conversations that they had with you, because they know now they realizing they should have listened to you from the fucking beginning. Yeah, that's how we both know I'm not the one for you. You never considered this person to be the fucking one. That's how deep off in that shit you was. That's how good of an actor you are. And the Oscar goes to my collective, because again, like I said, you were solidified in your energy and who you are, to the point where motherfuckers didn't know you if you was acting or for real. Motherfuckers would have to come out and ask you for real? You know what I'm saying? Because you so smooth with that shit. You just smooth, bro. I'm so attracted to you. Yeah, they attracted to the real version of you. They was bred to hate you, but fell in love with the real you, and they can't fuck with you how they want to fuck with you because of the side they chose behind your back. That's why you freeing yourself from all these type of people. That's why you ain't trying to hear nothing that these people got to say they want to make right with you. Because it's like, bitch, you chose then, and you choosing now. The only reason why you choosing to try to rectify this shit now is because you're receiving punishment for your actions. I'm cool, because I don't want to get catch none of your bullets. You feel what I'm saying? I don't want to catch none of your karma that you got coming your way. So I'm cool on that. I'm gonna go over here while you go over there and get dealt with. You feel me? Just like how I was when I was a child. Motherfuckers started getting ass whooped around me, bitch. I get missing. I get gone. Bitch, I ain't trying to catch no goddamn no lick for you, because I'm standing in the way trying to protect you. I'm outside. I'm on the porch. Call me when the ass whooping is done. Because sometimes my family, they be so mad at your ass, tear your ass up so bad, they look around and see anybody else ass on whoop. They whooping everybody ass in the room. No, I'm out of here. Out the door, I got to go. Bitch, I'm not finna get whooping by default because I'm sitting in. I'm out of here. Yeah, now they so attracted to you and all this, and they ready to be for real about you. They ready to choose right about you. But again, they ain't thinking about how it would make you look. You would look like the fool of the motherfucking century, going back and befriending or getting in relationships, rebuilding connections with motherfuckers who made deals with the devil to destroy you. What the fuck is that about? And what the fuck are we doing? We not doing that. Right. I wonder if you are happy without me. They know you happy without them. They know you happy, and ain't no way they can make you feel the way they feel about you in their time of separation from you. They going through heavy detriment right now in their motherfucking life, and they want to know if you can feel what they going through and is it affecting you. No, because you ain't play up into that shit. You led motherfuckers on to believe, but you never partook in that shit, and that's what saved you. You and I were too fucking young. It wasn't no fucking too young maturity wise. Cause we're dealing with little children in grown people's bodies. These are the only type of people that think like that. People who got trapped off mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually by trauma. Trauma stopped their maturity at a young age, and they never knew how to get past that shit, but by partaking in the very detriment that put them in that situation. They didn't know a proper way of healing. They didn't know a proper way of transmuting energy. That's what I'm saying. You are a master alchemist. You can do things that other motherfuckers can't even begin to think on how to. It ain't in them. It ain't in them. Come on, we need to let each other go. You ain't holding on to these people the way they think that you are. That's why they so mad at you, because you played the fuck out of them. They thought because you reacted, you knew how to react and play into the shit to get the reaction that was truly meant for the situation, which was a reaction out of them. You made them people sympathize and empathize with you and regret what the fuck they did, because you kept it true, you kept it real, you kept your sweetness, you kept your innocence. I'm here for some of y'all. Y'all look some of these motherfuckers dead in their face and said, you wrong. You know you wrong for how you treated me, and you know you owe me an apology. And if you think I'm about to keep sitting here fucking with you and don't get that, then you stupider than what the fuck I thought. Like you taking off that fool hat, and your true divine intellect is showing. And motherfuckers is backing away from hating on your ass, and they're fearing your ass because they have to respect your insight. They have to respect the fact that you are a true divine chosen being. Because you ain't regular, and you are not normal, because the normal human being can't see, think, act, or speak from the soul the way you do. Because God ain't communicating with everybody on the same level. Everything you do come from the soul. And that's why that shit hit differently. That's why only a select few people can clearly hear you and understand you from the correct perspective, because the tone of your voice, the tone of your soul, the voice of your soul irritates other people's demons so bad to the point where they aren't allowed to hear your voice. They aren't allowed to understand you. They're not worthy of understanding the divine wisdom or hearing the divine come through you. That's why they don't listen to you. That's why they don't listen to you. I wish things could be different. No, the fuck they don't. This is all because they got caught red the fuck. Excuse me. All because they got caught red-handed. Talking about they love you. Now they don't love you. They just need your love to cover them, to help them exit out this shit unscathed. Your divine unconditional love is what they know for a fact can help save them from majority of the karma that they have occurred, just from your simple forgiveness and allowing them access back into your life. Because the covering and the anointings and all of the blessings that come with you will be shared with them again. But when you left and you cut them off, all of that left and returned back unto you. And they're understanding that now, and they know the only way to get it back is by reactivating the love that once resided between you all. Ain't happening, Captain. Ain't happening. Now everybody, I remember the times when we fell in love. Do you remember the times? No, and you ain't trying to. You ain't trying to remember none of that shit them people was motherfucking on when they was with you and manipulating you and lying to you and all that other shit. No. Now they want to play on your motherfucking memory and shit. After they done tried to clout your memory. After they done put memory spells on you so you wouldn't remember. You still remembered. And they just are behooved. It was my fault, but I blamed you. I lost myself for a little while. They lost themselves for a long while. Shit. You came closer to anyone, yeah, to saving them from themselves, from putting them in a position to choose to surrender to the Most High. Yeah. And they are hearing songs about you and how they should have treated you, and it's just eating them up. I know I messed up everything. So many things remind me of you. Will we be together again? Never. Now they're realizing God's plan. They're realizing God's will and God's purpose for you all encountering each other when you encountered each other. Not man, but the Most High's reasoning for it. And that's where all this heartache and pain is coming from, because they see God's favor over your life and over you. And God is dealing with them appropriately. And because they're being handled in such a way, that's why they're coming to these radical realizations about what it is that they have really done to you. Because none of them ever looked that deep into that shit from the beginning. Because if they fucking did, they would have never done this shit. They would never agreed to come against you the way they did, baby, if they seen it from the proper perspective, if they had the proper mindset, if they really knew what they were doing, they would have never, do you hear me? Never, ever did no shit like this. They might have thunk it. I can't even take the thought away now. They might have thought that shit, but they wouldn't have thought that shit all the way through. They would have defended you more towards these people who are rising up against you. A lot of shit would have happened. A lot of shit would have happened a lot differently if they would have came to the correct realizations when they were supposed to. But now they want to keep that down. They want to keep right on with this shit. Lord, everybody want to keep coming in talking about my motherfucking bonnet, bitch, but I got more hair under my fucking armpits than they got on their whole motherfucking head. It's hair under here. This is all hair. This is not air. This is hair. Everybody who's done seen me on this channel before already know what's under here. Hair. And no, I didn't want to fucking wear my hair out today, so that's my motherfucking business. But it ain't no fucking wig. I ain't got to wake up every day and put no motherfucking wig on my motherfucking head because I ain't got no motherfucking hair, bitch. That's why I tell people, mind your business. I do what I want. You do what the fuck you can, ho. Worry about that. Worry about what you can do, not what the fuck I'm doing, because that's none of your business. Mother sucker. I don't want to tell motherfucker what to do and judge a motherfucker how they look, bitch. And you probably look like can't you fucking don't you? But you want to sit up in here and talk some shit about somebody. You know, get your motherfucking fraudulent ass the fuck on out my face with that shit. Trying to tell me about how I fucking look, bitch. I know I look better than all your motherfucking people in your fucking family, because that's what ugly people do, is hate on pretty people. And bitch, that's one thing I know I ain't never been, is ugly. I know I'm not maybe everybody cup of tea, bitch, but I ain't never had a motherfucker just say, oh, that one right there ugly. Bitch, never. If you think I'm gonna let a motherfucker get up in here and try to tell me what I look like, bitch, your mama, ho. Your mama. Your mammy. People kill me talking to motherfuckers like, bitch, I ain't no robot. I ain't in no motherfucking what you call that AI farming shit where they got 50 million cameras in the background. Bitch, this is real. I am a real star seed. You feel me? And I'm gonna give it to you real and raw. So you better goddamn come correct or get ate the fuck up out this hole. I don't give a fuck. I ain't on no diet right now. I ain't fasting. I ain't partaking in Ramadan and none of that other shit, bitch. I'm hungry. Shit, bitch. Don't be the next motherfucker to get a damn body crime bit out your motherfucking ass coming over here flapping at the mouth and shit. You people crazy as hell, bro. I'm gonna keep right on coming in here trying to pop shit. Everybody real feisty with me over here on YouTube today. Everybody want to smoke with me today. Damn. Leave me the fuck alone, bro. All right, you're gonna get one more shuffle, then we're gonna jump into that, to this energy. Oh shit! Now Queen of Pentacles coming on out. Yeah, and Ace of Wands. See, everybody want to hate because you that girl. They want to hate because you that girl, and they're not. You're lacking where the fuck they're. I mean, you're packing where the fuck they lacking. They want your ass to be lacking. They want to be packing, but they can't. It ain't. All this energy swapping, destiny swapping shit needs to come to a fucking end, because people are not realizing the timelines that they manifesting in. See, they seeing you at the end of the timeline. They seeing how you made it through. They didn't see what they're not seeing what you're going through. They just seeing how you making it through. So that's what they not realizing that's coming behind this manifestation with swapping destinies and energies and trying to jump into other people's timelines and shit like that. Okay. And you finna get the good, bad, ugly, and indifferent, bitch, because you don't know. You don't know what it took for me to still walk around here with a smile on my fucking face and my head held high and shit like that. You don't. That's why I tell people, be careful who you hate on and what the fuck you hating on. You don't know what a person had to go through to get there. There's a lot of hard work, a lot of manifestation, a lot went in to me and the collective. I'm gonna insert myself right here. Me and the collective rising to the fucking occasion. You see what I'm saying? These people can't rise out the fucking bed properly, much less rise to the occasion. So you don't entertain charlatans. We don't entertain charlatans over here. We not doing that shit. Motherfuckers always want to come over here and judge somebody that ain't even got down, wipe the damn eye boogers out your eye this morning. You just coming outside, probably ain't even brush your teeth for 5 days, ain't wash your ass in probably about the same amount of time, but you got so much shit to say. I understand what that shit and must ass mouth you got. You can't do nothing but talk shit. You go clean yourself up. You may have something to say. Yeah, but judgment is coming for this King of Cups in the reverse. Whoever this water sign is that came in and thought they was finna fool you. Yeah, buddy, you let this motherfucker know, baby, ain't nothing to it but to do it. And what you ain't finna do is come in here and fuck with me. Yeah, because this motherfucker, this is a money grab. You are a lick to this motherfucker. You have constant and everlasting overflow and abundance and sturdiness in your life. They won't sit. And they feel like they can take all the smoke that come behind them trying to get it. They're going to get it by any means necessary. So if they can't convince you to come up off that shit, then that's when they go into toxic mode and start trying to kill, steal, and destroy. They're going to rob you of that shit. And when you come against when you wage spiritual warfare on somebody and you ain't did your research on that person, who they are in the spiritual realm, that's all I'm gonna say. Just look at you. Yeah. You got the Page of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. See, this creative new beginning that God is giving you, this this rejuvenated restart that God has placed before you. You're being very strategic with your money, very calculated. Everything has a mathematical equation attached to it, and you are solving these motherfucking equations in ways they have never been solved before. You doing that new math. You ain't doing that arithmetic. You ain't doing that math from the back in the day, baby. This is shit. Motherfuckers are studying you because you got new ways of getting to the conclusion of shit. Very intricate, very detailed. You know what I'm saying? Making it easier for motherfuckers to get to shit easier, quickly. Your equations equal quick turnaround. Your equations equal quick finishes and quick sturdy finishes. Like it ain't no I done found a shortcut. Ain't no shortcut, baby. You just you shorten you eliminated the things that made the road, that extended the road. You feel what I'm saying? They turned the quarter mile into a 3 mile, and you bring it back down to that quarter mile. Because those excuse me, those obstacles, those false obligations, all this false ass energy, all this energy manipulation is what drew this quarter mile out to a 3 mile. Now that all of that gunk and junk is removed, the finish line is where it was always at. But the perception is been readjusted. It's back in focus. And you can see the true distance. It was never that far. It was never that fucking deep. It was never that hard to get to. You just had interference. Now all the interference is gone. And motherfuckers is crying because you done left them alone. Crying because you done left them alone. Now everybody done changed. Everybody done woke up overnight and changed. All the demons just relinquish. I give up. I'm going back to hell. See y'all later. Try again later. Ain't no way in hell. Ain't no way in any fucking hell. That's why y'all gotta pay attention to these people trying to recycle themselves back into your life. Why? Why now? And all the fucking times you had to come back around, why you coming back around here now? Cause you finna be gone for real. You finna be gone for good. You're never gonna return to this level in life again. They know that. So for some of these people, they try to this is their last time trying to reach out and communicate to you on this level, such a common level, such an easy access level. You're finna be so inaccessible. They're gonna call your nickname gonna be Fort Knox. You know, you heard you seen about Fort Knox? You got any information on Fort Knox? Hell no. No, we ain't got that, but the goddamn shift change that happened in the Gorson switch, change shifts. That's it. That's all we got. They don't even know what you got going on. They don't even know what you got no more. They can't even say. And you be right, bomb and shit, and you just invisibly visible right in front of these motherfucking people's face. For some of y'all look so good, y'all done changed up so much, you done apply the money appropriately to your looks and your skincare routines and shit like that. Motherfucker can't even recognize you, and you walk around in front of their fucking face. That's how good you look without their energy attacking you. You brightened up. You've brightened up. It's like the very brightness about you that they could not contain, that they could not stand, that pushed them into the shadows, was how you being seen now. Like they couldn't stop you and drop you like they thought they could, baby. No, ma'am. They were trying to drop your ass like a hot potato or a bad habit. And there was the hot potato and the bad habit. And they the ones who ended up on the motherfucking ground, getting stomped on, walked on, swept up, overlooked, kicked under the goddamn stove or whatever, never to be seen again until the stove was switched out. Shit like that. The places of darkness in which these people are getting ready to be placed in, motherfuckers ain't even gonna go look for a motherfucker over there or in them places where they're getting ready to be placed. Motherfuckers, they ain't nowhere that a normal person would say, hey, let me go fuck around over here and see who I can find and pick up over here. Let's see who over there. No. And getting that scene in the Lion King where Mufasa set up on that motherfucking hill at that sunrise with Simba and showed him all the places of access and all the places that he had dominion and authority and control over. And then he also showed him the places in which he don't. And the places in which he did not have no business being in. Not to say he didn't have dominion and authority over it as well. But where he didn't need to be, where he didn't need to be dwelling in. That's where all the fucking transgressors and everybody else that chose to do wrong by you is banished to the outskirts. So it's like they may know where you are located, but they cannot go. They don't have a travel pass. They don't have a pass to cross that bridge to come back over to your motherfucking side, baby. No. The security is on fleek, honey. I know y'all like, no, she didn't say fleek. Yes, I fucking did. Yes, I did, honey. Cause that's how if one more person come up here and say something about my motherfucking bonnet, I swear to God, next video I'm gonna turn off my motherfucking comments. Cause now you trying to bash me, you trying to shame me for some shit that don't even make no fucking sense. Cause if I take this bonnet off right the fuck now, what you gonna say? Ooh, her hair is too big. Oh, her hair is too big. Bitch, this ain't for show. This ain't fucking air, motherfucker. This is hair, bitch. And I don't want you to see my motherfucking hair. But if I take it out, you're going to see all my beautiful, juicy curls popping under this fucking bonnet. So keep your judgment in your mouth to your fucking self. I bet you don't say that to your ragged ass mama and grandma who's sitting around the house. Oh, right, because they ain't even got enough hair to put up under this bitch. They ain't even got enough hair to wrap a scarf around their motherfucking head. They wrapping up scalp and shit. So mind your motherfucking mouth and mind your manners. Coming up in my motherfucking live talking about, oh, you a chef, what we cooking? Bitch, get your motherfucking phony G baloney ass the fuck out of here. Talking about why I'm being rude. Your mammy won't raise right, bitch. You gonna come in here and try to insult me and then get mad when I gather your motherfucking ass up. Get your ass up out of here, punk asshole. Shit, who the fuck is you talking to me like that? Bitch, I swear to God, baby, I bet you wouldn't say that shit to my face if you see me on the street. I bet you wouldn't, because I slap your ass at full speed. That's why you up in here disrespecting people the way you disrespecting, because your ass ain't never been slapped at full fucking speed. Because anybody with common sense would not enter into someone else's live, insulting them, and then turn around and try to call them rude. Because, bitch, you started it. So you don't like my reaction? You shouldn't have came in here like that. Don't tell me how the fuck I was raised. Bitch, what the fuck do you know? Nothing. But again, with these false ass lovers and shit that your family has been conjuring up deals with behind your back to come in and kill, steal, and destroy your ass, you do not want the motherfuckers. Them type of people are not your type. You feel what I'm saying? Oh yeah, the first time I was in handcuffs was whooping motherfuckers ass like you. If you want to talk about it, bitch. Yeah. The first time I got locked up was whooping the motherfucking ass like you, because I don't play about my motherfucking respect, ho. I ain't gonna let nobody disrespect me. I don't give a fuck who you is. You was disrespectful enough to open up your mouth and say what the fuck you said. So you're gonna be disrespectful enough to get what the fuck I say back or what the fuck I choose to do to you. So if you don't like it, shut your fucking mouth and get the fuck on. Now, go run tell that. Go cry to your mammy and your grandmammy about that. If they still around. So you need to be in one. Somebody need to put a cage around your motherfucking mouth, ho. That's what they need to do. Put a cage around your mouth, ho. Shit. Trying to shame me about some shit I did. Yeah, I did the shit, bitch. I did that shit. Now what? The fuck? Ain't no rap in my cap. Ain't no shame in my motherfucking game, ho. That's why motherfuckers like you need to be cautious and be careful who the fuck you try to run up on. Goddamn, your keyboard thug. The fuck is you talking about? Who's shook? Ooh, I'm shook because somebody's typing words across the screen. Oh, I'm such a punk. I'm such a coward. Ooh, I'm scared. Ooh, I'm scared. Like I said, ho, you wouldn't say that shit to my motherfucking face if you see me on the street, bitch. Next. Anyway, yeah. So with you bouncing yourself and not allowing this type of energy to tempt you into repeating those karmic ass cycles, the drainage of your money, that backbiting, that shit is being given back. See, look, when you pull back from those energies that were draining you, unbeknownst to you, they were forced to return to you what they stole from you. And the level in which they're returning it is going to be way higher than the level in which they took it from you. And that's what another beef and another issue that these people are having with you and don't like about you is the fact that they have to repay you. They got to pay the price. They have to pay the price for messing with you. They don't like that. Yeah. You got Page of Wands and you got the Three of Cups. See, they celebrated this shit. They played in your face as a naive young little girl or boy, tried to play you on your intellect on some shit like, oh, you feel me? You're not as smart as you put on to be. You're not as this and that as you put on or lead on to be, when you are that. Verbally and on paper. Anybody can fact check you with anything you say or do. It can be fact checked. Because you kept them squirrels up out your motherfucking circle. You kept them motherfuckers up out your brain. You stood true to who you were. You feel what I'm saying? And that's why you were able to still shine bright like a diamond in the midst of all the darkness and chaos that surrounded you. Because these people thought that if you was in the dark, that you weren't going to be able to shine. Bitch, the moon still shine in the dark. It don't matter how the fuck pitch black dark it is outside. When that moon is out, it's going to motherfucking shine. Period. Even the sun. Even when it's cloudy outside and it's an overcast. That's why they call it an overcast, because the sun still shines through the cracks and crevices of the cloud, or you can still see the glow behind the clouds from the sun. You see what I'm saying? So light gonna shine regardless. It's gonna shine regardless of how you try to dim it or put it out or conceal it. What's meant to shine is gonna shine. Yeah. You got the Ace of Cups here. Yeah, Ten of Swords. All the transgressions and all the Decepticon behavior is returning to sender. You're getting a fresh new beginning, a fresh new cup of abundance and love from the Most High. Fresh new cup of favor. Fresh new cup of abundance. Everything is fresh, fresh, fresh. New, new, new. Nothing old. Out with the old, in with the new. And these people are just like, why is God revamping you in this way? Why is God putting you up on this pedestal? That's where you should have been. And it shouldn't have took you this long to get there. But because imposters wanted to go coming and imposing and holding you up and shit, you did the best you could with what you were presented with. So I'm still proud of you, and so is the Most High. You feel me? You did your due diligence. All these people who try to keep you caught up in the rapture of their bullshit, you left that shit with infinite knowledge. Like, you learned how, excuse me, you learn how to transmute negative energy and turn it into your benefit. And that's just what you did. And they're confused at your knowledge. They're confused at how you got that out of what was given to you. How did you do that? Yeah, that's what they're saying. How did you do that? But again, now you have the whole world in your hands. The world is your oyster. You can do whatever you like. You can have whatever you like. Yeah. And you got the Seven of Wands. You got your archangels protecting you, protecting your pathway. You are the only one now who's able to enter and exit the pathway that was designated for you. There will be no more intruders allowed. You have elevated to the point where, excuse me, none of this riffraff can penetrate your energetic aura anymore. It will no longer have access to you anymore. So, within respect to that, you know what I'm saying? That's why you're leveling up. You walking away with more than what you're leaving behind. Yeah, they may have broke certain things about you, but what you walked away with was better than what was left behind. This emperor is deeply rooted, and he's trying to get deeply rooted in you. This masculine, it's like he wants a rebirth with you. He's seeing what you went through, and he's seeing how you invested in yourself and how you cleaned yourself up after the fact. And he's ready to engage in a commitment with you. And it's going to be very successful. It's like people who you don't know that's paying attention to you is paying attention to you. That's right. I hate to see you go, but you gotta leave. Look what Trey Songz. I don't want to leave, but I gotta go right now. Yup. You got to go right now. Yes, April. That's right, baby. That's right. Yeah, you worked hard. You earned this. You put yourself in a position to receive everything that you manifested, everything that you put back, all the good, bad, and everything you put out there into the atmosphere is coming back to you. Yeah. You got the Knight of Cups here. And you got this King of Pentacles. It's like he sees you in his wounded warrior status, and he sees all of the detriment that was placed upon you being removed off of you, and that's why he wants to invest in you. Yeah. But it's a little winch that just keep riding his little coattail that's watching you too. Could be a daughter. This person could have a daughter that's very protective over him and is cautious and curious about who her dad is entertaining. So you might be getting ready to be a bonus mom. Some of you guys may have always wanted a daughter. And I just heard, even though he may be coming in with a bonus child, he gonna give you a daughter or give you a bonus child, period. But I just heard strongly daughter. You feel me? Like he's gonna see how you get acclimated and get good with the one he already has before he gives you one. He wants to see your mothering skills, see if you would, you know what I'm saying, try to come in between him and his child, or try to drive a wedge between him and his child for him to be all about. He just want to see how you are as a parent before he creates life with you. Because the reason why he is single dad now is because the wench who he laid down with to make his current daughter was a gold digger. And she was exposed. And before he goes through that again, he wants to make sure that you are truly his divine counterpart. Yep. And that's the truth. Like, he just wants to make sure that he's making the right choice with you. So there is a couple trials, test runs that he's gonna put you through and see how you make it out. Somebody's trying to stop you from hitting your mark. Somebody's trying to fuck you up in the game. Oh, it's not you, it's him, it's this winch. She's trying to stop this from coming into fruition. She doesn't want this masculine to get it right and get it tight for you. She feels like how he's finna act right for you, he should have been doing that for her because of this child. So she tried to use this child as a pawn to get the reaction that she wanted out of this masculine, and it did not work. She could not make this person oblige her, child or no child. And now, again, he's coming in to work with you. He feels like you'll be a great bonus mother. I heard replacement. I ain't even gonna lie. He's trying to replace this girl mama, and he's trying to make sure that you're going to be the appropriate replacement, that you can handle it. And Shit finna take off. But this girl, she on some until you do right by me, everything you touch gonna fail type shit. Cause she just like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna allow this man to be good to you because he wasn't good to me. He didn't play up into my game. He didn't oblige me. Yeah, but see, you're coming up as the Queen of Wands with the Nine of Pentacles. That shit ain't gonna work on you. You a big dog, not a little one. You sturdy. She's insecure, and that's why she's being left behind. That shit ain't her anger. Ain't what's happening to her. Don't have nothing to do with you. She is misdirecting her energy when it comes to you, trying to be mad at you because she fucked up her opportunity with this person because of her choices. So it's like you guys are creating a new avenue as far as money is concerning. Y'all create a new money avenue, and it has you guys in your head about you actually becoming the star that you are that you're pursuing. The level of stardom that you're pursuing, gotta think you know you got it within you. You got it. You can surpass that level. You feel me? You really think it's small, you need to be thinking big. You feel me? Because you are the Empress. Anything you touch, you got the Midas touch going on over here. Yeah. Six of Swords. You're going to be victorious. Don't worry. You have infinite favor and abundance over your life. So God is gonna God got you covered every which way you turn. God is right there. Yeah. You are the sun, the light, the all. And this winch is left in this time moment because again, she's trying to pressure someone into doing right by her or treating her a particular way that she was undeserving of. She wanted your spot. And she played her part. She had her spot. She had her position and she didn't play it right. So now she want to come to you as a woman. She want all the smoke. She want all the drama. because you're healed on the inside, you healed those inner childhood wounds. You are mature enough to handle what the fuck she's bringing to you in an adult manner, and she's breaking down on the inside. She's not falling apart in front of you because she don't want to embarrass herself any further and show herself any further as far as she's a big grown ass child. But she is crumbling on the inside with this Nine of Swords energy. And you made it out of this battle, this battle that she tried to conjure between y'all. I ain't gonna say completely unscathed, but you're the winner. You're the warrior. And you're gonna be the one that this man creates generational wealth with. He finna lay down roots with you. I'm saying the women, it's the mother and the grandma. They're gonna basically adopt you. She didn't get the reaction that she was looking for from none of the fucking family. Nobody embraced her the way she thought she was going to be embraced because everybody knew it was fake. And again, when you fall up into your own lies and you believe your own fairy tales so hard and for so long, you lose sight of the truth. And so you think everybody's perception of what you got going on, the game you're trying to run, is the same. And everybody is seeing it the way you're projecting it. Not considering the fact that people have the gift of discernment and can see through bullshit. And that's what was done. That's what happened with this family, and that's why she was not accepted in the way that she wanted to be. But with you, they don't have these type of regards. They don't have these type of side eyes and shit like that because you came through the door true, authentic, and original. They seen the God all up and through you, all up and through there. You feel me? You just glowing. You're floating. In their eyes, you're floating on divine air, on divine essence, on divine energy. You just float through the room. You ain't even got to say nothing, but simply exist, and motherfuckers are in awe of you. And this masculine choosing you is his justice to the world, to all the women who failed him. This is a good man who was done bad by evil women. And maybe in the next reading, we'll get into why he's been treated like this by women. Could be a generational curse that he's breaking with you. By choosing you, he's breaking that generational curse, and he's having this 10 of cups with you. But yeah, he's breaking some type of curse now. And this little get dang on kitchen witch, like, I'm gonna fuck him back. I'm gonna take him back with my coochie. My coochie is powerful. I got some good old toxic coochie, and he'll get anybody back. And this man sitting up in here with his legs closed, legs across, with a big ass smile going across his face, like, baby, I'm good. We all good over here. I am satisfied. I do not need any outside assistance. And she's like, come again? Oh, she's mad because her heart is on fire. She just knew this man was gonna let her come back in and put that love spell on her. But see, she don't know that he done met his high priestess, his shaman, his better half, which is you. Because again, she don't have the comprehension to understand that shit, because that shit ain't within her. Yeah, 8 of Wands. You got communication coming in. She got communication coming in about this, about who you are, about your status and your stature. You feel me? Like this man, you are shining in such a different way with this man. People are seeing your spiritual status. They're seeing you as the spiritual divine shaman that you are. And you're able to walk in that energy the way you're able to walk into that energy because of the divine protection that this masculine is providing. Some of you guys have held your spiritual essence back from the world because you've been attacked. So much spiritual warfare has been waged on you to the point where you keep your spiritual gifts and abilities hidden from the public eye. And this masculine is letting you ain't got to hide over here. I'm here. Don't hide that coochie. Divide that coochie. Don't hide that coochie. Divide that coochie. Don't. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. You got the 4 of Wands. Let's see what this is all about. Somebody cooking up something because they mad about your stability. They mad at the rough seas have been parted for you to cross unscathed. And all that shit is turning back to them. All this deceptiveness is chasing them down. It's hunting them down. And some of them can't outrun it. Well, none of them can't outrun karma. It's gonna catch up to you eventually. And if it don't get you, it's gonna get your loved one. So they'll see it. They'll see it happening through them, or they'll see it in the death of those that they love the most around them. And you sitting back looking at all the options that you have available to you, and you're weighing your options out. But this spirit, baby, is waiting for you to take this leap of faith with this masculine, so this spirit, baby, can be born into this world. It is, girl. Some of y'all may be scared because of past pregnancies and experiences through those pregnancies. You probably scared to get pregnant again, even though this man, is coming in on the up and up. Excuse me. And you're used to being treated that way. That's how I'm hearing you guys got most of your children got here because of this type of treatment. And you're saying that you don't want the shoe to drop once this person finds out you're pregnant, because for some of y'all, that's the pattern that you've been experiencing. If you have multiple baby daddies, or if you have multiple children by the same person, everything is all good until the baby gets created or the baby's on the way here. Then that's when the relationship goes sour. And then after the baby gets here, then you got to spend the first year of this baby's life rectifying your relationship with your baby daddy, because they spent the 9 months that they had to get themselves together before the baby got here to make shit worse and harder and more difficult for you. And then now that the baby here, they want you to deal with the bullshit that they gave you while you was pregnant, and deal with the new baby and everything you got going on. And nah, you ain't got to worry about that. The energy won't come to you. It's gonna go back to sender, which is this damn wench. She wants you to experience heartache and upheaval and shit with this masculine when it comes to your relationships. So you'll let him go so he can come back to her. That's what she's dreaming in her dream. She's dreaming that that will be her ultimate revenge, or her ultimate get back, is to cause confusion between y'all so this man can come back to her. Now, why she keep coming in as strong as she is and doing what she's doing, but this masculine is laying the hammer down on her motherfucking ass. Like, bitch, if you don't get your motherfucking ass away from around me, get the fuck on. He's not playing with her about you. He ain't allowing this shit. He said, bitch, I told you when I was gone that I was gone. Now you want to embarrass yourself by coming back around and trying to intervene where you know you don't belong, because she's steady trying to make this man be her man. And it's a no-go. He ain't coming back. He's not going back. He's not going back to this girl. She feels like she lost her meal ticket. She's suffering because you came in and took this man, and you ain't did none of that. He removed himself before he came to pursue you. She the one, excuse me, who kept pursuing him, knowing that it was nothing. You feel what I'm saying? Knowing that it was nothing. She broke her own heart, not wanting to let this relationship go and accept it for what it was, for what it is. But my darlings, my loves, these are the messages that I have for you all today. And until next time, my darlings, peace.